What is Fletcher Farms Amarillo, you ask? Well, we didn't know what it was going to be either. It all started in February of 2022 when my husband Cory and I purchased a home with 43 acres just outside city limits in Amarillo, Texas. From the start, my vision of Fletcher Farms Amarillo was to rescue horses that needed loving homes and give them a sanctuary so they could retire. The first animal that started our sanctuary was Jack. He was the first animal that we rescued, and he came from an ad on Craigslist. Jack couldn't be the only animal here on the farm. He needed to have a pasture pal. So a friend of mine told me to check out Bowie, Texas livestock, that they usually had donkeys that came in all the time. Lo and behold, I found this mama and 1 week old baby at the kill pen, and their ship to slaughter date was just around the corner. There was no way that I was going to let a 1 week old baby go to slaughter. Not knowing anything about kill pens or how horses were going to slaughter, we visited Bowie, Texas livestock for the first time, and we found out all the awful things that happen to horses that are dumped at the kill pen. Horses from all over the country are brought into these kill pens when they can no longer work. Most of them are starved and neglected and never will have a chance to get out of these kill pens alive. They're shipped to Mexico or Canada for slaughter, for meat, for human consumption in other countries. This is where the original 6 horses came from. Cammy, Sophie, Charlie, Miley, Aline, and Grandpa were the first 6 Belgian Draft horses to join Fletcher Farms Amarillo. A few weeks later, all 6 horses were delivered to the farm, along with the mama and baby donkey. Rescuing these 6 horses was just the beginning. We saw the condition these horses were in, and Cory and I wanted to help more of these animals. So, with so many abused and neglected animals coming into the kill pens every day, our best path forward was to start a 501c3 nonprofit organization so we could rescue more of these beautiful animals that deserve a second chance and a place to retire peacefully, with all the proper medical care and everything that a horse needs, along with love and kindness. Cory and I, along with my 3 best friends, Janine, Kara, and Michelle, started the Big Hoof Foundation and announced its opening in March of 2023. The Big Hoof Foundation is dedicated to saving draft horses that have spent their entire lives working only to be neglected or abused when they can no longer work and are eventually sold to slaughter or abandoned to perish. Our dedicated volunteers and board members work to rescue and rehabilitate these beautiful, gentle giants to nurturing pastures while advocating for more humane treatment of the draft breed through education and enlightenment. By saving abandoned draft horses, we are providing them with a loving, humane environment free from pain and suffering, as well as restoring their trust in humanity. Our organization will do everything we can for these horses we rescue. Most of these horses have medical conditions and cannot be rehomed. The foundation started rescuing horses right away. In 2022, we rescued 11 horses, and every year since then, our numbers have increased. We've now, over 3 years, rescued 107 equines. With all of your continued support, we won't stop rescuing these animals that deserve so much more. As of March in 2025, we now currently have 77 horses on the farm and 10 donkeys. Most of these horses have amazing success stories and they're living out their retirement lives peacefully. However, there are those couple of horses that just don't get to stay here as long as we hope they could. Having so many horses on the farm now, every day's an adventure, and you never know what the next day is going to bring. Like horses escaping their pens, from me making stupid decisions, to escape donkeys needing to be roped, to horses photobombing your perfect shot, to having to work with actors that want to eat the camera, while being uncooperative and doing whatever they want. And there's always horses walking right into you for pets while you're filming. He thinks every time you're out here now you have a muffin. And there's always the one questionable horse doing whatever the heck he wants. Yeah, that's good. Okay, just stay there. And then there's tractor work and farm projects and more farm projects because they never end.
Go ahead and thread the nuts on there and let them down a little bit.
And there's also farm shenanigans. And let's not forget the manual labor projects. And then there's farrier days, to painting with the Belgians, to muffin treat distribution, to vet appointments, and more vet appointments, and more vet appointments. And I forgot to mention horse acupuncture and chiropractic care, which helps the horses with arthritis and other chronic conditions. And dental exams. And then, of course, there's caring for all the horses by bathing them and grooming them. And feeding them twice a day, breakfast and dinner. And feeding them some more. And feeding them some more. Every horse has their own personality. Geldings will be geldings. Always starting fights. And never wanting to follow the rules. And mares will be mares. Always starting girl fights. There's always some kind of girl drama going on around the farm here. Aside from the horse drama, the one thing these horses will always get is love and kindness. Some of these animals have suffered horrible abuse. We're so happy that we can bring them to our farm and provide them a loving, humane environment free from pain and suffering, as well as restoring their trust in humanity.
This is scary. Good boy. Oh my.
The horses that come to our farm get to enjoy retired life and the ability to just be a horse, running and grazing in the pasture. Most of these horses are here strictly for retirement due to medical conditions. However, some of these horses will be used in an equine therapy program for people with PTSD and other disabilities. We are currently in the process of setting this program up. Although our farm is small and we can't save every horse that comes through the kill pens, we will not stop rescuing these beautiful animals. They deserve a second chance and a place to retire in dignity and grace. If you believe in second chances, follow along with our story and find out everything that happens here at Fletcher Farms Amarillo.